Welcome, everyone, to our limited edition show, bringing two worlds together and launching Born to Shine and the Living Word in one place. I am your co-host, Genevieve Dowling, and next to me is my beautiful co-host and sister,
Josi Growin.
We are so grateful that we received a call from God, that it was time to share our voices in a new way, to welcome you into our inner world of healing, love, success, and the divine. Thank you for being here and riding the wave of authenticity. We may laugh, cry, we might even speak another language, and that's what being present and real is. Isn't that what the world needs more of anyways? Let's dive in.
Woohoo! I'm so excited, Jen. We did it. This is our last episode of this limited edition of Born to Shine and Word Living. Wow, we did it. And we are doing it because of you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, on this journey of sharing, of connecting with ourselves together, Jen and I, and also with you guys. Thank you so much. And on this episode, we'll talk about the future. We'll talk about how you can be part of that. So this is the exciting news that we have for you today. And please stay there because we have some good stuff on that episode. But also, I would like to start with a little recap about those important points that we share on the other episode that you guys were listening. The first one that was choose people that choose you. This is something that will change your life. And I hope that since you watched the first episode, that you've been applying it and you've been cleaning your circle, that you've been just choosing wisely the others that are surrounding you. And the second one, what was about, Jen?
Second one was our journey of healing and recognizing the potential that we have within all of us if we can zoom out, pause, and observe.
Exactly. And on the third one, we had the opportunity of having our beautiful guest, Jenny, and she showed us how it's possible to be spiritual, but also to be successful. So on this episode, we don't have a crystal ball, but we are excited to share about more future. So Jen, tell us a little bit more like what's going on? What's next for us? What's next for our audience?
When you think future, I get really excited. And here's the truth. The world is changing fast, and you can either open your eyes and see what's going on, or you can keep your eyes closed and continue doing the same thing. But the truth is that technology is a big part of our future. And I know even for me, sometimes I think of AI robots and it's a lot, and that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about technology being useful to the human species. And that's one of the places in health that I've been really fascinated with, mostly with frequency, light therapy. These are technologies that are rapidly advancing our ability to heal, to evolve, to reverse age. And one of the methods that I've used for a lot of my own healing is bioresonance. And that's something we'll get into another time. Yet, what would your life look like if you knew that you could have self-directed healing, meaning you heal yourself through frequency, vibration, and light? That is the future of wellness. And we have ways that you can actually utilize these protocols in your own life that is very simple, that is very affordable. And it's all about personalization. What are you looking to do? Most people want to feel better, look better, be better. And we have a recipe utilizing light and frequency for you. And that is truly the future. You will come back to this episode, I promise you, and be like, oh my goodness, they were right. It is happening now.
Yes, and I want to connect with them right now.
Right now.
And you know that you and I, and we love to help others. We love to serve. And this is why we did this episode, this podcast, because we want to share the recipe. We are people that when we have a cake, when we have a treasure, we love to share, because what it's like to eat, for me, eating my cake just in front of Netflix alone, this is not fun. You know, I love to be together. We love, like you always say, what's the say that you always say?
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Exactly. We are better together.
Always.
So for me, part of the future that it's like, I've been sharing that in the last month and I've been manifesting, I've been writing it, that health is my priority. So if we don't have health, we'll not be here sitting doing this podcast. We're not having this clarity
and
of
energy.
sharing those words. And you know that we wanted to start that, Jen and I, alone a year ago. And we decided finally, because we were in that process, and we were in that process of healing, that process of having a better health. And now that we're seeing each other, we have clear eyes, we have clear ideas, we have more clarity. And when you have more clarity, results are coming more into your life. So future is very, very bright. What's also on our future, on our recipe, Jen?
One of the most underutilized resources, I believe, is mentorship. When you find someone who has done what you want to do, the time of trying to figure it all out yourself. Josi said it on one of the episodes, start asking for help. And I believe that if you want to go further, faster, it's about finding the people that have done it first. And we've opened ourselves up to limited spaces, but we've opened up our coaching, our mentorship for people that want to learn our recipe book, apply it, and have someone there to really shine a light into the spaces that maybe you can't see so that you can expedite your own journey, whether it's health, whether it's wealth. Maybe it's really just you wanting to have a better life. And so I think that's really important. And it's something we're very excited to share.
Yeah, we've been mentoring ourselves a lot, through each other, but also we have our own mentors. And this is something that for me is part of my growth, is part of my future, is part of my present, because I don't want to just think that I know everything. I will never know everything. And for me, it's keep on learning, but also to keep on applying. So that's why before becoming, for me, a mentor, coach, I needed to start applying myself. And now I know that like whatever I'm applying that works, I love to share and I love to help others, because we have different talents. And this is how you can go to the next level, the next step, when you start asking for help, but also you go with a mentorship. Investing in a coach, investing in a mentor, is investing in yourself. So if you want to move forward, to have more clients, to have more abundance, to have more result, yes, connect with us, and we'll be happy also to go through the academy or to go to a workshop that we give together or alone. And we have different type of coaching, but this is also something that we love to do. And this is why we're so excited about that.
And also, if you're listening, the word coach gets thrown around a lot.
Yes.
And I think that we can get really caught up in thinking that I'm paying for something and just expecting it to radically change where you're at. And that's not what this is about. You cannot just invest in something and do nothing. And also, choose wisely. What is your intention for hiring someone to fast track your life?
Good
Get
point.
really clear. If it's maybe you're in a health journey and you heard us in episode 2 talking about the things we've overcome, then maybe that's your clear direction. Pick one thing and focus on it, because if you're focusing on health, or maybe you're going to focus on scaling your business, just know that that one place is going to impact everything else in your life. Everything is connected.
There's so much good coach outside there, but also there's also a lot of charlatan, So be sure that when you choose your mentorship, your people that are guiding you, that are teaching you, ask them the right question. Ask them what they've been doing. If they're teaching business, how many business they did open? How many, if they have abundance, they're teaching about abundance, how much money they're making, all those things are important. When we choose, for me, when I choose now my coaches, my mentorship, I look what they're doing, what they've been doing, because there's a lot of people that they're coaching, they're teaching, but they don't do nothing, So this is something also for me. That's why I'm very honored and very proud that now we're doing that together, because I see you, Jen, like putting the action on it, and myself too. And then I know that I can talk proudly that yes, we're in action people and we're doing the work and we are ready to move to the next level all the time, because we are preparing ourselves. And this is why also by teaching, for me, it's a way of relearning for me and to go to the next step.
That's my favorite tagline right now. There's another level with your name on it. You have to decide and take it. And what happens when you move to the next level in any area of life, you attract the right people that are also at that level. And what Josi and I have been, we've been talking about, the more we elevate, the smaller our inner circle gets.
Yes.
The more refined the people we are around gets. We are selective. We choose people that choose us, but also we choose people that add excitement, that add motivation to the life, not just the sleepy Susans that sit around doing nothing. And that's important. And there's nothing wrong with people at their level if they're not wanting to do something. That's okay. Decide for yourself. And that's where community comes in.
Yes.
And community is something that I've really opened my eyes to since being in Mexico and learning from you. You are a visionary, and you have had this vision of a different way of living that has really sparked something in me that I didn't know that I needed, not wanted, needed.
Yes.
Could you explain a bit more about what you see in the area of community and sustainability?
Of course. Thank you. Well, for me, yes, it's something that community, again, going back to like being together, building together, but we have different strength. And that's why also you will not have every day that you will feel like, woo, with a lot of energy. You also have up and down, but also we have different talents. And that's why it's important to even live in a community, to support in a community, to work in a community. So we've been here in Mexico and Playa del Carmen, Tulum, in the area, in the jungle, close to the ocean, different part, building some sustainable community. So living off a little bit off the grid, but a very nice living. Sometimes people think that living off the grid is living like hippie style. No, it's possible to have a very nice house in the middle of the jungle or close to the ocean and using technology, like you were mentioning, that are out there, but we think that sometimes it's not going to be that nice. And yes, it is. So we've been building some very, very cool houses that using a solar panel, biodigester, material recycling material, and to create those experiences to reconnect with ourselves, but also to build those community that we can help and grow together. So for me, if you out there and you say, hey, I've been looking for that, we have possibility. You can apply to be part of that community. We can check if you fit in that one or if it's another one that you can be. And, I love to do that because for me, it's to also design your dream house, design maybe your little oasis. And this is something that we need to think about it. There's so much going on in the world talking about the future that you cannot just close your eyes. Or if you want to close your eyes, well, you can stop that podcast right now because we're not your crowd. But I'm sure you're not there. The people are listening right now. I know that you want to move to the next level. You want to be with the right people. So if you're listening right now, please contact us and we'll help you to be maybe part of that community, because we need to think that inflation is there. And this is how can you be having a better return on investment on everything that you do. And for me, real estate has been something that helped me. And I've been helping thousands of people of earning more money, but more than money, abundance into their life. Because wealth, exactly, you said the right word, Jen, and living into community will give you that for sure. But living also in a place or building a house that you can grow your own food, that you can know what's in your plate and where it's coming from, that you can use the energy, to be more conscious about the planet also. So there's so much, I can talk about it for a while. I'm very passionate about that. But I know that if you have this little instant of wow, I want to be there, please just connect.
You said something important about there's a lot going on in the world. And I want us to focus on that for a moment, because the world is what you choose. There is good and there is bad. There is positive, there is negative. We need the polarity and the duality. It is necessity. And a lot of people, and I was one, we focus on the negative. And here's what I want to say. If there's lots of negativity around you, what is it that you are speaking to yourself in your own mind that you are looking for validation in the world? Because as the negative gets louder, the positive gets brighter. It's what you choose to see. And that was a big wake-up call for me. Coming to Mexico after being in Canada during a crazy time of suppression and walking down the street and having to relearn how to look people in the eyes, how to smile and actually have conversation with people and not just be on our phone. Yes. And so It's a decision. Decide what you want to see in the world and then be the change you want to see. And from there, you're going to notice all the same people wanting the same things. Like in this community, this is not us dragging people to the community.
No.
This is people that are like, here are my skills. These are my qualities. This is what I want to contribute. And that is the future.
And you know how also we've been building those community? It's your vibe attract your tribe. And I mentioned a lot about tribe, but my question is also, what are you bringing to your tribe? And what do you want to bring to your tribe? And what do you need in your tribe? Because this is also defining. We talk about that on episode 1 about redefining yourself sometime, that it's important to pause, to observe what's your talent, what's your skills, and also what's your dreams, to redefine your life, because you can do that as many times as you want in your life. This is your life. You are the CEO of this beautiful journey that you are creating. But be sure that also this vibration that you mentioned also, you will attract whatever you are vibrating, And if you have a lot of negative around you, well, start looking at yourself in the mirror a little bit more and see how can you change maybe those thoughts to be more positive, and you'll see the drastic change that will be coming into you. So yes, your vibe attract your tribe.
Yeah, and we've been conditioned to think that it's just how it is. And if you can elevate your own energy and vitality, if you can feel better in your body, and it's possible. We have very fast ways for people to overcome a lot of ailments, of dis-ease in the body. If you can start feeling better, it means that you can start looking around you and seeing better. You can create together. It's all connected. And that's one of the reasons that we love hosting workshops and experiences. I think one of the most exciting ventures we've done this year is we've become curators of experiences that we host on our own. We get invited to other people's retreats to host these experiences and workshops. And one of them is called Love Infusion. And, love is something that people kind of like, oh, love, hippie again. Mm-hmm. Yet what would it look like to realize that the moment you open your heart and allow more love in and more love out is when you are truly in the law of attraction. And what do you love about creating these experiences?
Oh, no, but I just want to add, love is my gasoline, baby.
Yes.
I live it on love, and then, there's a song that I love about that it's called Millionaire by Chris Stapleton, I think. And it's like, love is better than gold, and at the end of the day, yes, when you feel love, just take a moment and just when you felt so much love into your life, you felt so much peace. And this is what we're looking for, serenity, for just tranquility in our mind, in our heart. And this is what love gives you, because they say where love is, God is. Where God is, there's love. So when we're feeling more love, and this is why we call it love infusion, because we love to infuse more love. And we know that when we are in love, remember when you fell in love the last time, and and then you were dating, and you just there's the beginning, and the sparkle, the little mariposa, and the butterfly inside of you. This is when you felt like sky was not even the limit, everything is possible. So when we reconnect with our heart, when we reconnect with our love, this is when, the creativity, like we spoke on episode 3 about our feminine divine, that it was just oh, I want to create, I want to be more, I want to do more. So love, this is what it gives us. It gives us strength, power, energy. So for me, love infusion, yes, I loved it because I see in the eyes of the other, I see in the heart of the others that it's truly touching them. And then after that, how many callers received texts oh my God, it changed my life. Oh my God, I had this idea. Oh my God, I want more. Hey, can you come to my business? Can you teach my friends, my family? Because in some time, it's not like we mentioned at the beginning, we're not guru or shaman. We're just channel of communication, and we're passionate about what we've been doing. And we know that when we connect through love, the answer will come into you, because you are a great teacher for your own self.
Oh, I love is my gasoline too. And these experiences and workshops we have online available, in person available. And the reason we do that is because there are no excuses big enough for you not to pour into yourself and self-care. And We need reminders. We need to see ourselves in other people. We need to see what's possible through each other's stories. And this is connection. And if we want to be part of the future, we want to be part of what I'm calling the holistic revolution. If we want to be part of redefining human potential, then it means going back to the basics of humanity, which are community, partnership, being together as human beings, and being so committed to our own elevation, and then also realizing it's not about us. It's about what can happen through us when we are aligned and balanced and clear and open. If we are looking to be the hero, then something is wrong, because there's no hero's journey on this planet. It's about what can we do together. And I am so honored and grateful to be creating with you, alongside you, with
me
so
too,
many
sister.
people, where it's like, it's not about us. It's about what can we provide together for each other.
Exactly. And but also to including yourself, And I think that we've been we're big givers. And I wanted just to add on that, because there's a lot of takers outside,
I was like, fakers or takers or both. Woo!
So by being a big giver, I invite you to start also putting some boundaries, And if you've been listening or four episode, you probably learned a lot, that our own journey and some little ingredient of our recipe. And we're sharing more on the social media. We also have the Love Infusion community that is coming soon. But all those things are very important, because you have to choose yourself first. And then again, going back to the tribe, your vibe will attract the right tribe. If you feel that right now you don't have the right people, maybe it's just reconnect with yourself first, and then the right people. Because yes, like you said, we need people to make it happen. If you're alone in your business, you're probably stagnant, and you will be stagnant in for a while. This is why, we have the Alba that is in behind the scene right now. Hello, Alba. But we have a lot of people that are joining us, because we truly believe that together we're stronger.
That's what it's all about. And this conversation of love, success, divine, abundance. This is a conversation that's going to continue on Born to Shine podcast, on the Living Word podcast. In the show notes, you can sign up to be on the VIP list to learn about what's going on. And we also want to hear from you. What is a radical transformation moment that you've had by listening or applying? Because we think that there needs to be this big, grand quelque chose that happens in our life for us to have transformation. And sometimes, like Josi mentioned in episode 2, it can be just a little tweak that is so small, but so significant. So share with us, what is changing your life? What do you want more of? What do you want to learn about? Be part of this conversation with us, please.
Oh, yes. I love that. Because at the end, we want to invite you to be part of that. And that's why because Jen and I, this is our day-to-day conversation. But we wanted to share, because we wanted to connect more, and we want to grow this community with the right people. So if you're listening that and you say, this is me, I want to be part of that. And this is what it's all about, this episode of the future and what our project, we are a creator, because we love to be in our balance, our feminine and masculine, but also we love to help others, to serve. And if you feel that yes, you want to be part, please connect, share with us, like you Jen said. And also if you would like to get to know us more in some aspect, or how we do that, please just raise your hand, ask a question, ask for help, and we'll be there. We're one phone call away, like I always say. But yeah,
we're going to add all of our contact info into the show notes. And if you are coming to the Quintana Roo area in any time in the next year, put yourself on the VIP list so that you can find out what is going on in this community. I promise you it's going to be worth your time. And we are so excited to be back here with another limited edition series soon. But in the meantime, please just take action.
We love you.
Namaste, baby.
Woo! Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey today. We hope you found inspiration, knowledge, and renew a sense of purpose through our conversation. Remember, my dear friends, that you are born to shine, and together we can create a ripple effect on positive change in the world. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe on Spotify and follow us on YouTube. Stay connected with us on Instagram for the behind-the-scene content, update, and gossip, valuable insight. And if this podcast has brought value to your life, please drop a like, share it with your friends, family, and colleagues, and let's spread the love. Join us in 15 days as we welcome you and share it together. Until then, keep shining your light, chasing your dreams, and embracing the magic that life has to offer. I'm Josi Growin, and my co-host sister,
Genevieve Dowling.
And this is the Born to Shine podcast and the living word in one place.